Once again, it is time for Real Estate Today by Evans & Evans Real Estate. Today I'm joined by Karen Jenkins. And Karen, you know, the past few weeks we've been talking about investment properties. Right now is a particularly good time to get into investment properties simply because of the interest rates.
It is. There's never been a better time to buy money, as you say, because that's essentially what you're doing when you take out a loan. And with the interest rates so low, it's a great time to consider investment properties. Now, when you do purchase an investment property, you're going to have a higher down payment than you would, say, a primary residence, because there are some programs where you can borrow 100% of the cost of your home, but with investment properties, you're going to have at least 10 or 20% down. But once you've got that, borrowing the rest of the money is going to be a great investment.
And let's talk about, a lot of folks, you know, we kind of mentioned it on the outskirts of some of these conversations we've been having. What do people do with most investment properties? Well,
around here we're blessed. There's an array of things you could do. I have some clients that are specifically looking for the multifamily homes, the large apartment complexes, that sort of thing. There's Airbnbs. You can actually just rent out one room in your home, or start small with maybe just one residence and then rent that out in this area. And it's a great place to rent because I don't know if you saw the article where U-Haul said that Johnson City is the #1 location for one-way trips. So people are moving to the Tri-Cities from everywhere, and some of them are coming down for the first time just because they've heard it's so great. So they don't really know what to buy or where to buy, but they really want to rent while they investigate the area, so it's a great time.
And compared to the rest of the country, our area right here is blessed because we have a standard of living that is high, but the cost of living is low.
It is. It's great because they're used to paying much higher rent in other areas. When you buy an investment property, though, you have to take some things into consideration. Say you borrow money to buy an investment property and your mortgage is only $1,000. You may be able to get $1,100 or $1,200 for rent, but you've really got to have more than that because you are the homeowner. So if anything breaks, you've got to replace it. You know, you've got to do the upkeep for the property, consider your taxes and your insurance, and consider what that is going to mean at tax time for you, because anything you make on your investment is also going to be considered income for you. But things to consider when you're looking where to buy an investment property, always look for great schools, because a lot of young families are going to rent, so make sure you've got some great schools. Quick access to the hospitals, some of the colleges, like some of the best places to buy rental places are around ETSU or around Milligan, things like that to consider when you're looking for investment properties. But really, the Tri-Cities is just booming with people moving in, so it's kind of hard to go wrong in any place around here.
And I think some people just sit back and go, well, I could buy this piece of property and I could charge this much X amount of dollars for rent. There's a lot more to take into consideration than what you're pulling in. You also got to think about what you're putting out.
That's exactly right. You should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about your finances. And you've got to have some back for maintenance and upgrades. And you also may want to consider a salary for yourself as the property manager, because essentially that's what you're going to be, especially if you then get a few more properties down the road. So always make sure that the rent you're going to be pulling back in is significantly higher than what your mortgage on the property would be.
And the best thing to do, if you got any questions, is just call one of the professionals at Evans & Evans Real Estate.
For sure. We have a list of people that are always looking for those little houses in those great areas. Let me know when something like this hits the market, something I can flip, something I can rent out. So it's a big business around here.
All right. Karen Jenkins, thank you so much for taking some time with us today.
Thank you.
And when we come back in just a few moments here on Real Estate Today, we're going to take a look at this beautiful condo that we're in here at Cambridge Shire Place Court here across from Boones Creek Middle School in the Boones Creek area of Johnson City. It's all part of Real Estate Today by Evans & Evans Real Estate.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by